I'm 16 years old from the old Mid-Atlantic territory, and I'm a big fan of professional wrestling. One of my favorite parts is the promos. My question is, how did you come up with your promos? Did you memorize what you were going to say beforehand, or did you just come up with what you were going to say right on the spot and wing it? Or was there some other form of coming up with promos?
Was there some other form? Or why don't you just tell us the movie you want to see?
Yes.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen, for the people that get the Kramer reference. A little bit of everything. I mean, I wouldn't memorize a promo because, for one thing, when you had a day where, like when we did our local promos for the different markets at Crockett, in Charlotte at the office, you would get there at 9:00 and you might do the top guys 30 or 40 different promos in the next 6 hours as we just kept rolling them through, boom, boom, boom. And you couldn't memorize all that stuff. You just had to, okay, we're in Poughkeepsie, or we're in Gaffney, South Carolina versus the Rock and Roll Express for the title. Tuesday night, mention the date, blah, blah, blah. If I knew something about whatever city or state that we were going to be in, especially if it was something embarrassing I could call attention to, that I would mention that also and just plug the match. It would be a little bit more detailed at TV sometimes if the booker would say, you know, if we were shooting an angle where I specifically had to say something or make some point to bring somebody out or to be the catalyst for something else to happen, then they would tell you that, and you'd go out and once again, you'd wing it, but with that knowledge of where you were going. You know, nobody wrote that stuff down then, because then people would find it. But I mean, I would think of things in the car to say, or in the shower, or laying in bed, or in a hotel room. And sometimes I'd jot them down, just maybe a line or whatever. It's like writing a song. But I'd keep a bunch of papers in my bag, and every once in a while I'd search through it and say, well, did I forget anything good? Sometimes I'd use it and sometimes I wouldn't. Or you'd hear song lyrics and you'd be able to tie them in, but you have to react to what's going on around you too, whether it be the fans in the studio audience at TV or the fans in a bigger arena if you're doing a TV there. And you have to, a lot of times we would only know what we were doing at a TV tape. Well, most times we'd only know what we were doing at a TV taping when we showed up. So if it was something that was on Atlanta TV, we'd get there at 10 o'clock in the morning and roll tape at 11. So we had that much advance notice. Or syndicated television, worldwide, NWA Pro, whatever. You get there at 6:30 and the show starts at 7:30. So it was get together with guys or whatever and just kind of hustle. And sometimes I might throw some shit at the guys that we were working with that they could say to me or about me or us in their interviews, so that I could then respond, and I'd bombard them and I'd set them up. But no, it just depended on what it was. But you just kind of had to be you, put yourself in the position, and have a good line of bullshit. I wouldn't have been able to fucking memorize half the shit that I said.
No, certainly not.
Oh, for fuck's sake, no. Because that's the thing. Once you try to memorize shit and say it exactly that way, you're spending more of your time thinking about what you're supposed to say than actually dwelling on saying it.